Greetings, Love Posse. Today's conversation. You're invested in their American dream. You're invested in their American dream. Those of you who are watching and you do not live in the United States, you don't consider yourself an American, this applies to you also. Because people around the world are also invested in their American dream. Their dream has nothing to do with you. It required your investment in order for it to succeed. And it has succeeded. And it has succeeded for a small few ultra wealthy billionaires. You see, they needed to get you hook, line, and sinker. Even I, for a while, was invested in their American dream. The home, the house, the 2 whatever kids, the 2 cars, all that crap about democracy and freedom and being the leader of the free world, standing for all these things that they never stood for. It's the dream of the colonizer. They got you consuming and supporting their dream of wealth. They got you through Hollywood and all these films and flag waving and this patriotism, and that the United States of America was this place where dreams are big and come true, and anyone can succeed here. And it's worked for some people. But in order for their dream to succeed, you had to participate. You had to give up your power. You had to believe that they actually thought of you when they created their American dream. They thought of you, but not in the way you think they thought of you. They thought of you as labor. They thought of you as consumers. They thought of you as suckers, as pawns, as those who will give their blood, sweat, and tears to build their American dream. And they've succeeded. All over the world, people come to the United States because they're also invested in their American dream. They come here because of the narratives, because of the idea that this young country built upon the backs of enslaved people, of indigenous people, of indentured servants, the Chinese, the Japanese, Latinos, women, poor white-bodied people, was something great. They ignored that marginalized people were only being fed crumbs because they wanted the glitz and the glamour. They wanted to contribute to the dream, to the American dream. They wanted to say, I've been there. I'm traveling to the States. And now with all the chaos, people all over the world are comparing and judging, ridiculing, saddened that this country has fallen so far down. You have people in this country invested in their American dream, talking about this is our country. We need to take back our country. America, the American dream, are just concepts. No one owns anything, but so many people are taking ownership of the concept and not the failure of the concept. Before human beings came here, planet Earth, all this was here. And humans created borders and countries and states. They created ideas and concepts and got everyone to follow along and go along, even if it meant they got nothing. Even if it meant they were not given a slice of the pie. But the creators of this American dream are brilliant. They're brilliant marketers, brilliant advertisers, brilliant illusionists. And they convinced us to be a part, to invest in their dream, to invest in something that only includes them to the extent that they can provide their bodies, their energies, their time at a low cost. Years ago, my late 20s, early 30s, I realized this was not my dream. And when these illusionists, these colonists created this idea, this concept, like they created Christmas and the Easter Bunny, that they were not thinking about me, that they were not considering anyone else but themselves, because they considered this country theirs. It was their American dream of white supremacy. But everyone contributed to their dream of white supremacy, coveting their riches, their stuff, their power, their status, wanting to be like them, wanting to have what they have. And look at us now. Look at you now. I knew those standards that they created could not be met because those standards didn't include me. I didn't have a voice in creating those standards. This is what you have to do to succeed in America. This is what you have to do to reap the benefits of the American dream. I knew it was a tall tale created by colonists. So I created my own standard of success. I invested in my own dream. What's the moral of the story? It was never your American dream. It was theirs. Their dream only included you to the extent that they could use you to gain more money, more power, more control. Invest in your own dream. Wherever you are in the world, invest in your own dream, in your own spaces that we call states and countries. Invest in your own dream. Forget about the American dream. It's not yours, it's theirs. They needed you to build their dream. They needed you to believe and be inspired and to be attached and invest in their dream. They told you anyone can make it here. And at the same time, they prevented people of color, women, marginalized people, physically challenged people, indigenous people from succeeding, from attaining their American dream. And still now, people are so unconscious, so unevolved, that they're still fighting for their American dream. There was never no democracy. That was part of their dream, to get you to believe that there was democracy while you suffered, while you were not invited to the table, while you had no say in their dream. They got us to believe that we were the kings of the castle in this world, leaders of the free world, dominant, powerful. Those are concepts. If you believe them, they're true for you. But a colonizer, one who obtains its wealth, land, privilege, power through the murder and rape and theft of others, is not a leader of a free world. Is not a leader in democracy. Is not a leader in all these lofty values and principles. that it purports. You see, they gave the world the appearance that everyone was included in their American dream. While not including everyone in their American dream. It was never yours. It was theirs. The dream of white supremacy was their dream. And they played their cards well. They got all of you wanting to be a part, wanting to help them to grow their dream. You're so invested even now, it's difficult for you to even see. It was never about you. It was always about them having control over you. You're invested in their American dream. Now invest in yours. Because their dream includes separation. Their dream includes dominance and control. Their dream has no empathy for anyone. Their dream needs you to suffer, needs you to accept crumbs, needs you to be divided, needs you to put them on a pedestal, hold them up, aspire to be like them. It's worked, but now their dream no longer works for you. It never worked for you. But now more and more people can see it. You invested in their American dream. Now invest in yours. Join with other people to create a unified dream where we celebrate each other, where all humans, all living beings have equal rights. We don't own anything. We don't own this earth. We don't own the land that we have deeds to. We don't own these so-called things we call states and countries. Do you understand? These were merely ideas and concepts that were manifested. The human mind identified with, became attached to, and invested in because someone told you that this is worth investing in. And at the same time, they prevented you from benefiting from the investment because it was never yours to begin with. It's like two gangs fighting over turf that neither one of them own. You invested in their American dream. Now invest in yours. Thank you for your time, Love Posse. Peace and love to and for all sentient beings.